the snap. Quarterback looking to throw.
Hey,
That's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on first and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on second and goal.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's got it near the end zone. Tackle after the catch. The ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Chris, I know they got some positive yards here. I gotta say, I'm really impressed with this defense and the way they're flying with the football. They realize, hey, this is the national championship. They gotta try to buck up here down by their own goal line and come up with a big play now on third down. Chris is trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. The guys are downfield, but the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
As we begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Breaks into the clear. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And the Knowles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Getting set. Here's second down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back. It's Castellanos.
Oh my God.
Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He's in the clear. It's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
A huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw, but I think it's the one after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. But the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle. Showing some quickness to his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Important second down play coming up. Tight end goes in motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. He's got his man in the open field. Touchdown, Florida State. They strike first in this national title bout. So the electric touchdown play, take it off the board. It's coming all the way back. That's a crucial mistake. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Out of the gun now on third down.
Get the pick on, Will.
Wide out. Downfield. Touchdown. They draw first blood in this national title game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. They safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here, but they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
On second down here. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. The pass is dropped incomplete. A huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll run us 4 yards on the play. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has.
That's deep downfield. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. Down stop. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he pops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Well, I need to make to the final time to play you.
Incompletion sets up a second down.
We got to play you.
I'm here. I'm the final
Receivers now
time.
getting some more assignments before the snap.
Nah, you got $100.
You get a $500 regardless. I'm just going to go through when you get it. Well, just get a field goal.
To throw, it's Castellanos. Looking for a wide out. He's wide open. Look out. Make the tackle, but not before he gets away from the way of 30.
Chris, the more we watch these split offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more on those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Nice grab. It's White. And the defense scores not much of a gain on that.
Always go right in the same place.
Timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime.
No good.
He missed it. Off target that time. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Oh my gosh, he had it right on target. Unfortunately, he didn't quite have the distance. That hit right in the middle of that crossbar, and they miss out on 3 points.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the battle for the most coveted trophy in all of college football has been fierce.
And the Seminoles kick it deep to begin the second half. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Mistake by the kicker, and the offense will set up now at the 40. Off the play fake on first down. That's another deep shot, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is a national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off. Again, you got to give credit to the defense, but I'm just shocked to see the way they're performing today.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long, only 41. Defense is coming after him. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
I really thought that this matchup between this quarterback and his receivers going up against this defense in the national title would have been must-see TV. Man, this defense, they have won that battle the entire game, and they enjoy a nice lead because of it.
Play fake, looking to throw. He can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
The ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset. This one could cost you.
The shotgun handoff here. Breaking tackles.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear the defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
I Great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The Seminoles line up with first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown.
I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Point after, not right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Turn starts inside the 15. Back out at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. The last time they went 4 on 4th down, didn't get it. And ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. We start the drive with a big throw to the right side. He will be stuffed for no gain.
Sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it.
What a grab!
First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. Created just enough separation for the catch.
Offense will set up on first and 10. Quarterback drops back in the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He'll throw it now. Grab down the middle. It's Lacey. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down after that previous play. Looking to throw again. It's Lacey. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Urgency down for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Third down, out of the shotgun. Pocket breaking down. The receiver. Inside the 45. They'll play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity here, put a lot of pressure on this offense. They could have got him to 4th down with the lead that they had. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Looking deep downfield to the left. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offense coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
On the outside, it's Diggs.
The back catches it on this play. To me, he almost looks like a wide receiver design. He's got a toe tap at the end. He's definitely been practicing that technique during practice.
Play fake, looking to pass it. Quick throw to the left side. Finds his man. It's Wallace. That moves the football to the 27 and a first down. As we break for the quarter third, Florida State is on top to reach the end of the third quarter. This national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. Pretty good chance it's going to come down to the final possession. Which guy can step up and make plays as we head to the fourth quarter? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. The Rebels hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to pass here on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Wallace. Touchdown, Rebels. As they answer with their first score of this title game. Here we go. National national championship game, one-possession game, Kirk. Let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side? How do they handle this pressure? Late in the game, they still have the lead. I want to see what their plan of attack is and how aggressive they might be willing to be.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hand seam, all over that to make the recovery. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Grinding away with a running game.
Chris, good job here on this stop. But remember, the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game. You're trailing the defense. Got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. But at what point are you going to start putting those into play?
The national championship right in front of you. The offense can keep the football away here. Gonna run it. It's Williams. Fights off the defender. Makes the first down, but pleasing place. Big hit there at the end.
I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Here we go. The national championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. The back's got it. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. The national championship right in front of him. The offense can keep the football away here. And here's the handoff. Raiders right there. And they saw him at the 4 after an excellent run. The Noles looking to run some tempo here. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Stop for no gain. Defense very stubborn here down near the goal line.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss to the offense. Nice job.
To the air, it's Castellanos. The quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Touchdown, Florida State. Good catch and run for 6.
What a huge score here by this offense late in the game. This touchdown makes it a 2-possession game with under a minute to go.
Action fake. Looking to throw. Grant behind the line. It's Williams. And he stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return begins inside the 10. Solid job by the defense. 16.
Reggie, bro, I believe you, bro. I believe you.
This offense is back out on the field. National championship game comes down to this. They've got to get points right now. Serious urgency. Fires it to the wide end. He's got a man down the middle. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
Come on.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
First down. They're going to throw the football. It's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining.
They made shot. Oh, he already hit.
Knock that ball loose.
A late deep shot. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. The Rebels line up on 1st and 10 now.
Hey, first time. Yes, fellas.
Looking to throw here. Quick throw to his receiver. The tackle is made, and now it's official. National
All right, 7 and Tyler playing up y'all.
Get that game, talk about it.
He already set the bracket.
Bro, Tyler been getting
Hurry up, let's go. Don't you embarrass me, boy. I'm telling you right now, if you lose, you disown him. Hey, you find me, you lose, you trash. Oh, I think Ohio State easy beat. Because all they gonna try to do is force the JJ. Hey, hold on. Hey, accelerate the clock. There you go. 3 minutes. Let's go. Hey.
Stop coaching him. Stop coaching him. Stop coaching him.
In the college football season, everything has built to this. The battle for the national championship and college football immortality. A moment as every young football player grows up dreaming about it. Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Fielded in the end zone, it's Joseph. Tackled at the 14, not very good field position to start here. First swing today. Not enough these days to see a matchup as good as this between two quarterbacks, two guys with a focal point of offense.
And talking to this week, you know they are both hyped up to go against each other, both looking for bragging rights. Can't wait to see who ends up playing better.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for loss of yards. Hurricanes will crank up the tempo.
A lot of times you see teams go up tempo when they've got momentum that comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to over line, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw. It's back. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
The player is down injured after that last play. They take a timeout while they check him out. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the move now. That one goes incomplete. Good defensive play. He's up second down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. You're going to test the secondary. On the run here. Let's it go. That's caught. It's Daniels. Tackle made after a big game. See what the call is on 1st and 10.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Look to throw it here on second down. Turns it loose downfield. It's wide open with room to run. They've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. The Canes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Put on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Miami. They strike first in this national title bout. So the offensive timeout here. That's the 1st of the half. So long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution in championship rush.
This is the biggest stage that you can play. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Scanning the field, it's back. Moves out of the pocket. He makes the catch. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team, does their job and secures the recovery. Buckeyes offense comes after their first possession today. Because we know this top quarterback is a confident guy. But talking to him, he's also well aware how good and pass rushing on the other side is.
But he better be ready for that. He's got great skill. We know what he's capable of doing. But this will be the best defensive end that he's faced all year with that kind of pass rushing ability. So he's going to have to maneuver around in that pocket to make plays.
The game's 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle on the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. On the move, but can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Deep shot caught out of the 15. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves it on to the 12. The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. First down, we're going to throw the ball. It's intercepted right at the goal line. He can go. They'll finally bring it down after a huge return. The defense doesn't just get the takeaway. They set the offense up in great field position. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Now offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays.
Nah, hey, I'm gonna say this. Gerald, hey, that week when they was running,
To the air. It's
They
back.
both play on the same team.
The sticks. It's Fletcher. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. As we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game.
No, what I'm saying is they would have done that, but that's not they feel out.
He said sometimes that's my fault.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On the run here, lets it go. The short completion of the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Canes hustle to the line to run the play.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. The Hurricanes trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. The shotgun running play call. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Canes.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. When the flag is out before the snap, the defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. Looking downfield, it's back. He escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete. The try fails, but there is a flag on the field, so hold on a second. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. He decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read. Then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the out route.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Buckeyes picked up enough yards to keep this drive rolling. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yards on the play.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if a quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks like he just inches short of the marker. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. On the ground, it's Donaldson. couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
Now a chance to get into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. Offense getting closer to the goal line after the encroachment penalty. The penalty backs the defense up even more. Now 1st and goal from the 1. The quarterback will just sneak it now. Touchdown! They begin to fight back in this championship game.
What a job by this offense here near the end of the half, leaning on the run game to cut into this lead and make this a one-possession game. We're talking about seizing some momentum.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And Miami offense is back on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing it,
Looking deep down the left side. And the pass ball is incomplete. The final play of this first half. And that will do it for your first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line. The eyes of the sports world on this battle with the And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field.
And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk of the booth, fellas. Hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning our national champion.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Sayed. He's got room to run. Tackle quickly, but a solid gain. Spotted at the 25 now.
just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
They bring him down. The sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. There's a screen pass to the touchdown, Ohio State.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, hits the big lineman in front of him.
The onside kick here. On the hands team over that to make the recovery. Excellent field position to start this drive. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football. That brings up a 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. To throw. It's back.
That was fourth in a mile. I'm surprised they even went for this. What in the world are they thinking? But give them all the credit in the world. They pick it up and keep the drive alive.
Fighting off the defender.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on their part.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. On the move now. Receiver looks it in. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gain there.
It's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Hurricanes! That's another touchdown, a dream performance for this running back on the biggest possible stage.
Because we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us.
Wow.
To the kicker.
I was going to pick that, but I want to wait my time out.
There by the defense. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. This is a squib kick. After a very solid kick return, they tackle him at the 36. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. And now the first play of this drive will begin at the 36.
Gotta give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Back to pass. It's Sayed.
That's me.
Fires it to the wideout. It's incomplete, a rare drop. Excellent wide receiver. Brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass you've got to have to come up with to make a catch.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9.
He's not playing. Perry's not going to leave the gym.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Again down, but a big gainer of 42.
Perry don't play the game. He couldn't get
And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's going for time here. Oh, they've got him. A sack on the final play.
Oh, she's a 7-play?
Kirk, as we take a break
And then after that,
it's Miami in front. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has moved up tonight for the final period. Let's check out
Keith
the
the 7 will
team
be the
stats.
final. Going to make it to the final. We'll make the final.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air.
He caught that.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
He shouldn't be that good. Yeah, I'm going to the final.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Pressure is coming. This defense really, if they got up that big play, responds immediately with a sack.
Yeah, on the previous play, the offensive line did their job.
Let them play that.
Nice job in pass protection to give the quarterback time to make the throw. The very next play, the defense has had enough. This time, they win the battle up front and get to that quarterback and put up that sack.
This offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Here Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Looking to pass. It's saying. Pass rush closing in.
Bro, stop talking to him. Stop talking to him.
It's a big mistake by the quarterback here. Just holding on to the football too long. Late in the game, third down, you got to make a big play, and you come up with a sack. Now it's fourth down.
Needs a completion here on fourth down.
Oh my God.
Running out of time. Oh, they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on down. Here we go. A national championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of one.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. How about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
A national championship right in front of them if the offense can keep the football away here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Grab down the middle. It's Daniels. They make the tackle, but that first down should be the clincher.
Don't go too far.
National champions.
Don't go too far.
Here we go. A national championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. A national championship right in front of them if the offense can keep the football away here. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Back to pass. It's back.
Defense
is coming after him. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up in the sack, and he don't shoot off. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Fuck.
Oh, he missed it. The kick is no good.
Bro, it made me pump fake.
Remains 6 after the miss. And it comes down to this.
That's the thing, he was blinking. I can't get the run off.
Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a
It's straight.
play?
It's straight. We good. We good. We good.
Breaks into the open. A nice return.
They keep wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, they're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the ball.
They've got it. A solid game.
All right, come on, Will.
Wait, no, it's not me.
Y'all play that.
No.
Hey, Quay said y'all suck.
Bro, Coach Quay, I 26 dip Coach Quay last year.
Nigger.
All right, Stephen, you on the stick, bro. Coach got 26 dip last year.
Fuck me in real football, though. Alright, come again. Oh, you going to porn? Real football, you. Oh, yeah, hey. Can you put us on same teams? That's it. Hey. Football.
Who got Texas?
Huh? You gonna
Seven. You got Texas?
Coach.
Already updated.
Coach.
I'm gonna do it. Both of these boys left, so it's 2-1. I'll go 2-1 down.
How many minutes you
So then
play?
it's gonna be them two championship. Then I'll play level 1 championship.
Today, a game that makes this sport what it is. A rivalry game with as many schools and fans as days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time.
And we'll go and you'll come back.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking
forcing the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. So Texas offense will get the first swing of the game. Now, guys, let's not forget, last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right. Those are the games that make college football special.
Y'all can wait for
First down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to
Let's go.
impose their running game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
A couple of really nice things you're seeing from this offense early in the game. Number one, they were able to run the ball on third down and pick up the first. But two, they kept the third down manageable. And when they do that, they're a very difficult offense to stop. Doing a nice job here early in the game. You got to be impressed by the O.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Might be looking to run. Ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering? A great job by the defense, continue to chase that QB.
And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Off play action. Moving out of the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what?
Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arkansas! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. The offense changing the play. Looking left. Got his man downfield. After the filthy move, he's got room. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game.
Pick off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass, it's Green. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And that's the problem when you get in second and forever. The defense knows they make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Off the play fake. Looking for the score. Touchdown Longhorns! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Power football with the run. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's 4th down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Runs through a tackle. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. It'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into that.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. And going into halftime now, trailing, they've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Gets away from one. Can't find the receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half. Lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Turning it on! Running through contact. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got...
Lets it fly! And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. Good timing on the quick out. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just...
Dodge him home, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will come up here in the second half.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Bulldozes his way through. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. The give to the tailback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. A lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have just, it doesn't exist in them, man. You can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. He'll keep it on the sneak. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it.
He's going to let it go. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get...
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Prime play action. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Finds the bag and leaves it on the option. They knocked him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be smacked to the ground. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The offense in hurry-up mode.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. Here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some pass.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here here comes the Texas offense. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Touchdown, Texas! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now, last time didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The run from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
He's going to take off inside the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Back to pass, it's Green. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your...
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the Longhorns will try to run off the clock in the final minute. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. I feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I feel like that's playing things. And you don't have spectators in this area. Everybody's spectating over there. So therefore, nobody can be behind them. And you know, what I was catching, some of my friends was, I don't mind the guy, but you can hear them talking during the street. If I'm watching somebody, let's just say I'm if I'm a watching the street, and I'm probably I wouldn't want to agree with them because, one, they curse, they do another stuff like that. So what I would do is, This would be roll call. If they go out, you already got the perfect setup right here. They come out everything through here. Everything there. Only thing, and then I would have probably 2 to 3 games going on this game to make it easier. And then when you go to PlayStation on the Xbox, you're going to play it like that. So, anyway, so no, I think that's where we have the conversation and just in general, intent, you say we're intentional program, which is great, but the intentionality in program is here just to stay to this program after something which is good to all. So if I'm trying to be intentional, you are intentionally trying to have this turn. It's not like they can have this right. No, I'm giving them extra money. So if I'm gonna play, if I want to get the first run, like, oh, you're on the ground, so what does it say? I mean, I'm sorry, you don't forget that's something that, so I think when you do something wrong, I definitely think that this should be more about your and it should be just that. It should be a presentation of just what we're doing right here. Not what we're showing. Not what we're doing. I was thinking it on the side. That's what I was saying that first thing. It ain't about you. It's about you. So it's not the same. I saw the guys over there, I'm glad they did. Those who talk to me, I think what is now, those are the things. They already playing the game with them. That's nothing. So the rap will come to 8. Let's just say these things. We had pieces this was 11-7. You got 11, you got to straight. So that was 161. That's the label is. I mean, we can do it. And not ready to fill out January. 2 weeks. So you really feel about 9:30 on 7 seconds. On 160. So I think it's a great idea. I think that and I think that's the thing. Who will be out there during that time to make sure that I don't think that this would be as big or as successful. Like, not much, watch this video. And it would easily have 16 hours, almost 16 person time. Work on 16 person and think about 4 hours. And you make a brain thing that you're fast. That's the only thing that's in there. So I think that's the thing. But even with all I think they're trying to get those students, it has to be the same thing. And that's all I'm saying. Like, and I'll say this, when I say the only thing, I mean, it's one of the people that's with there's nothing else to do. Shut up, yeah. Now, but see, I think personally, I like to set up that. So I'd say if you got one good right there, and this area right here, you just sit down right